Hello and welcome to episode 117 of 15K Plus Random Movie Reviews. This is Colin.
This is Niall.
This is Random Movie 2019, Annihilation from 2018. This is also our last podcast under the name of 15K Plus Random Movie Reviews.
Nice pregnant pause there.
Yeah, I've learned a lot from watching shitty movies. So yes, if you haven't listened to our previous podcast, we're going to take July off. This is the last week of June, and we're going to come back the first week of August. Do a bit of thinking, do a bit of rebranding. We believe we're going to just call our podcast It Was a Movie, ... It kind of gives a little passive-aggressive sort of shit vibe to what we're thinking. And yeah, it's simpler. It's a lot simpler. Our logo will be easier to display. We'll probably still do randomness in our reviews, most likely. Maybe we'll mix it up a bit. But it was a movie.
It was a movie.
It was a movie podcast. Long live 15K. 15K is dead. Long live 15K.
Yeah.
It was something I just came up with just to do a title.
While drunk, more than likely.
Most likely, yes. So, yes, we'll come back in August, which it was a movie, and hopefully you'll remember that it's us and not some weird random podcast you forgot who you subscribed to. So, back to the matter at hand, Annihilation. 115 minutes, released in 2018, director and screenwriter Alex Garland, very popular dude nowadays, based on a trilogy by Jeff Vandermeer, and actually it sounds pretty good, but a lot of the criticism is that the movie is not as good as the book.
Alex decided to go with the feel of the book as opposed to the story, so I kind of appreciate that, to be honest. Sometimes books don't translate great. Sometimes it's best just to take how it makes you feel and turn that into a movie. That's a reasonable approach.
Yeah, it's a little condescending, but you know. Oh, I'm great. I just need to remember the vibe of the book.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't read the book, so I can't comment on it.
No, but I think it's a
trilogy as well, isn't it? So
he actually has 4 books out now.
Okay.
He brought one out in 2024, but I think it's pretty much just sort of like filling in the gaps and prequels and stuff like that. But I think I'll read the first book because it's a decent enough premise. I'm not sure this movie does it justice, but I'll read the book and then I'll get back to you on that. I'll fax you the results in the morning. Didn't really do that well. I think there's a lot of sort of unease about the ending and stuff. Like it has a budget of 40 to 55, brought in 43 million worldwide. I think there's a production quarrel.
I seem to remember some sort of straight to streaming shenanigans
Netflix
going on as well. So it didn't really do the whole box office thing, or not properly at least. So that kind of skews the number somewhat.
Yeah, and it kind of shows in the Metacritic scores. It's 79 for critics and 7 out of 10 for users. So it's sort of, it's not going to be up there in everybody's top 5 of sci-fi movies ever. No. Basic nutshell is a group of female operatives go into, and they're not even operatives, they're just like scientists.
Soldiers, for the most part, apart from the main character, who's a soldier scientist, which is kind of handy in this instance.
Yeah. I can't remember what all of them are, but they're
various disciplines. They're all broken.
Geologists and stuff.
Yeah. Willing to die.
Yeah, particularly Dr. Van Tress.
She's going to die.
Yes. Yeah, but I didn't know that until the person said it later on in the movie.
Yeah.
But it's sort of, it's a well told story. Like there's a couple of back and forths between the past and the present, and it sort of fills in the narrative as you're going along in the movie. And
not enough Wong. Not enough Wong in interrogation.
He's behind a visor throughout the movie. Yeah. But he does his job. He doesn't have to do a lot. I think I could have done that role.
Anybody could have done that, yeah. He's just there to ask questions.
Yeah, so it's based around sort of Natalie Portman's character, Lena, coming back from a crazy mission we don't know anything about. It starts off with her being Inquisition by Benedict Wong, and we kind of start with that, and it's like we kind of have this sort of, I don't know, introduction where, oh, shit went wrong. Why are you the only one alive?
It's an
Where's the other
interesting.
people?
It's been done 1,000 times that approach, but it works well still. To ask questions, and then we get the flashbacks as the answer to those questions. So it works in this instance. I kind of like it.
Yeah, it's
Most
not...
likely you can see more Wong.
More Wong.
More
See
Wong.
more Wong. Yeah, so Lena is a biology professor, and we get to know kind of vaguely she's had a loss. She has a colleague, Dan, who's inviting her over to the wife and party.
Oh, he is indeed.
It's been a year, he says, so it's sort of, we get this sort of drip feed thing, and she's obviously grieving, and suddenly her husband, Kane, comes home.
Hello.
All right, love.
Back from Hollyoaks. Did I tell you?
Put the kettle on, love.
Yeah, he's back after a year. No phone call to say I'm on my way back, and no phone call to say, by the way, I'll be a little late, a year late.
Oscar Isaacs is playing it quite laid back. He's obviously he was filming.
It's intentional.
He was filming episode 9 at that stage in an adjacent lot. He was sharing his truck, and so I don't know if he's just dialing this one in. He's kind of quite laid back in this one.
It's intentional, I think, as well, which makes it easy, to do 2 movies at one, because one character has no emotion for a damn good reason.
And then the other one in fucking Rise of Skywalker bullshit, a movie that doesn't exist.
At least said about that, the better.
I can't believe they started off episode 8 with like a your mom phone call. You remember that? I was just like, or is that 9? Like forced.
I've tried to block them from my memory.
So bad. Anyway, her husband is not very well.
He's not well in the head, and he's clearly not well physically as well, because he has a little drink of water and blood starts coming out of his mouth, which is probably not the best.
Yeah. So they some sort of government arm ambushes them in the ambulance on the way to hospital. Yeah. And we get to see Area X and Dr. Ventress introduction, who's a psychologist, and she's also quite stoic and non-emotional, and
again intentionally done, because she sent so many people to their death, and she lacks emotion. She's emotionally distant, even though she's a psychologist.
It's usually the psychologists are the most insane.
I'm not gonna
maybe
just leave that there in case any psychologists are listening with knives.
With knives. So Area X is this sort of, actually at the start of the movie we see this light hitting a lighthouse, so this sort of asteroid.
Yeah, an interesting sort of coloration, a chromatic effect of the asteroid going through the atmosphere. It's not normal. It's not just fire. So lighting is very important throughout this movie, and I kind of love how it's done. I don't know how you feel about it. It's that dream-like otherworldliness of it that it's kind of disturbing and beautiful at the same time.
What was the name of the Robin Williams movie?
The one where he goes to hell.
Well, it's the afterlife. It's not hell. What remains? What life remains, or something like that.
I've never actually watched it. That doesn't tickle my fancy.
I think I wrote it in my notes. I'll say it later. I just can't scroll down that much and find it actually right now. I don't think. What dreams remain? Maybe.
Yeah, some such nonsense.
Something like that. It's very much the mutations that happen in the Area X are very kind of colorful and mutated and stuff.
All the
like
more
that.
disturbing for it, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, and let's talk about the music as well. The music reminded me of The Last of Us. Very guitar solo, acoustic guitar solo, and quite good, actually.
I noticed as well at points throughout the movie, the music, the guitar solos, but it's almost out of phase. So somebody's mucked with the settings just to make it sound just a little off. And again, to me, that works quite well because it's almost what you expect. And then it's a little bit, which I hate and love at the same time. If you're trying to build that atmosphere.
I also like that when they go into Area X at the end, it's not. I thought when they went in, it would be just like our entire vision would be just shimmery, colorful shit.
God, yeah,
that would be
awesome.
horrible.
Yeah. No, it's subtle. it's the dappled light coming through. That's chromatic.
Yeah, you can see it
That's
in the
got that effect.
background. Yeah, you can see it in the background. It's just like a little shimmer, as they call it.
Mm.
So the shimmer has been in development 3 years. It's expanding and sort of going, listen.
Yeah, they're kind of breaking it because they've worked out the algorithms and they've figured out the rate of expansion. It's going to expand the world over the world. It's not slowing down; it's accelerating, and that's not great. So we need to do something about it. Fair enough. We need to send people in, and they keep sending people in, and they keep never coming back, apart from Oscar Isaac, aka Kane.
Kane. Yeah. So she's just hanging around, pretty much, Lena, just going looking at us, but then meets Anya and the rest of the crew. And they say, yeah, we're going in 6 days. And so she says,
and she gets an idea.
I'll go in.
I think I might as well.
Yeah, because they obviously have Kane there, and she's like going, well, I owe him to go in. So they go in.
Good job she goes in too, to be honest. Or is it?
Yes.
They do go. They absolutely go in.
Sure go in. Yeah.
Yeah, but the first scene of them inside the Shimmer is a couple of days later, and they have no idea what just happened. And I'm all in for that. You know, just
that's good.
What the hell just happened? She wakes up in a tent. She's looking around the place, going, "Lads, how do we get here?" And they're like,
"Yeah, no, it's good. I like that." They don't really harp on that a lot, though. I thought it would be a thing that would happen throughout it, like going, "Oh shit, how did we get to this army base?" and shit like that, and sort of like a reverse Groundhog Day.
It might get annoying after a while if they spend half the movie just going, "What happened? Oh god, really? We have to explain to each other, figure out why we're in the same spot over and over again."
Yeah.
No, that would be annoying. I prefer that. That's the last time they have a massive memory loss.
Yeah, true. I agree. Yeah, because they'd be going, "Where's Shepard gone? She was here yesterday."
Are they at my feet?
Yeah, are they at my feet? Actually, though, we do get a little. There's a little layering of Lena's life as well, because we do get a flashback to her and Dan together. She obviously had an affair.
Naughty. Yeah, so she wakes up. I think is that when she's dreaming in the tent first scene?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so we get a little bit of flavor for why she's there and why she feels she owes Kane.
Yeah,
she was doing the dirt.
Yeah, and that's like when he was 6 months gone. I think that was the timeline. It's like, yeah, we get a bit later on about her and Dan talking about it, but it's a weird choice. It's a weird thing, but it adds a lot more complexity to the main character's role.
It's a very psychological movie. I guess that's intentional. And I don't know of you, but the whole concept of cancer mutation is the primary point of the whole movie. It feels like everything's just... It's very disturbing. I find that very disturbing. The concept you're going into this place and what's happening to you ain't good. Feck all you can do about it.
Yeah, I don't know what sort of... I didn't come away from the movie with any sort of deep thoughts or anything. I know it's supposed to be this sort of more thinking person sci-fi.
Wrong movie for us.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't have really any sort of themes that I took away from it. Yeah, the cancer theme, the self-destruction, yeah, sort of redemption.
I see the themes in this, but I don't think they add or detract from the movie all that much. Which, I'll get to how much I enjoyed or hated the movie at the end, but I don't think they harmed the movie, if you will.
Yeah, they're there. It's their ingredients. I don't mind the ingredients. They stir it up, and it comes across, and it finishes up as a tasty enough movie. And that's enough of the food analogies.
Nobody's mixing too much food in this place.
No.
Not in the swamp, anyway.
No. So, yeah, the swamp is the first. There's just a couple of, I think there's 3 sort of points of interest in Area X where shit happens and shit goes down. We've got a Lake Placid moment, really, in the first swamp. It's kind of a good moment. It's a
jump scare. I didn't get it. I forgot. I'd seen this before and I forgot about the jump scare. Where'd she go? Oh, she's underwater.
Yeah, Josie gets...
Something's chomping on her backpack. Thankfully not her.
True. Yeah, but then we see Elena jumps in, ever the hero.
Her 7 years as a soldier pays
coming
off.
into yeah.
The rest of the girls are running around the place freaking out because they have no training in this scenario.
And Dr. Ventress is doing
She just
nothing.
takes a knee and pops a few rounds into the gator.
Yeah, Gator gets...
Gator needs aid.
Gators. Yeah, hey.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So
yeah, he's a strange looking gator.
He's been mutated. They do have a conversation about, mutations and...
Why does he have shark teeth?
I do like the point of view inside the alligator's mouth.
And you're expecting
something.
Yeah. But they don't do that, and I like that but it puts you on edge, and it's a nice move. I like that.
Yeah, it's good. So yeah, actually, I do like the rowing segment because it's pretty much Shepherd, I think her name is, and Lena just talking about backstories about everybody. Everybody's broken, as you said.
Explaining why they're there, why they're willing to do what is pretty much known as a suicide mission.
Yeah, so we find out she lost a daughter, leukemia. Yes. Lena's obviously lost Kane.
Yeah.
Josie is self-harming. I don't know the reason behind it. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Doesn't matter.
It's not. But the point being that everybody's damaged, and they're not right in the head even going in, which kind of, it leans into why they're all kind of losing it a bit more as well as it progresses.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a little bit more. I don't know what the book does, but I wouldn't mind a little bit more reasoning why they were chosen. Obviously, a bunch of dudes went in and they suck, as men suck at fixing anything. You have to send in women to do the.
I think the point was
good work
scientists this time as opposed to
Marines.
I'm okay with it being an all woman.
Oh yeah, perfectly okay.
Going in.
I wouldn't mind a little bit more. Like we get it here in the rowing scene, but I think I need a bit more because all we get is doctor has cancer. It's like, okay, can we have a dialogue scene, please, regarding talking about it?
You're not going to get anything out of the doctor, though.
The doctor is on
a closed book.
She's a closed book, and she's on one-way mission to hell, basically.
Oh yeah, she's gonna sort this thing out. That's it.
Yeah.
It's the last action on this planet. That's basically where she is, and she's not going to talk to anybody about it.
No.
She won't hear about anybody want to go home.
No, she won't be making it home. The second point of interest is the army base, and they reach that, and they find the little video, and this is a crazy scene where
it's kind of disturbing.
It's kind of disturbing.
Cuts into his fellow squad mate, and his fellow squad mate is agreeing to the action. Do it. Yeah, and as he cuts in and he pulls back a flap of skin, that ain't intestine they're looking at.
No.
Yeah.
And to add a point, he puts his hand in and just reaches under it to look at it. Wait, this isn't intestine.
Lads. Yeah, I think they're all going mental at this point. So
yeah, they've made it this far. I think they're all being a little unhinged. The
ladies, they were there a few days. If you look at the schedule, they've been there 4 or 5 days, so they're plotting out from there and figuring out what was going on. And
yeah, so obviously
getting nuttier and nuttier as time went on.
Yeah, so Lena, obviously seeing that, doesn't really appreciate seeing her husband
cutting
going
into
nuts.
Look at his intestines. Woo!
Yeah, not good. Even large intestines aren't that large. They're like fucking eels inside them.
Yeah, anaconda-sized intestines. Not great.
No.
But wait, there's more.
Swimming pool Francis Bacon was what I called a Francis Bacon type terror, horror of distorted faces and bodies half put into a hole.
There's a bang on Last of Us off this piece as well. He the guy who got was cut up in the swimming pool and left in the exact same place where the video was taken. So Dr. What's-Her-Face, Dr. Cancer, goes off to check that spot. Good move, because they find the patient still in the same position, but his torso is about 8 foot higher than his legs, and in between is a lot of fungi. Something that similar. I don't know. Weird stuff. Lots and lots of weird plant matter.
Yeah. We As every night, pretty much Lena checks the microscope for stuff, and she just sees cells mutating and dividing and mutating, dividing,
Yeah, but she'd
mutating.
taken these cells from, I think it was from Mister Fungus. So she was
Yes.
looking at that to see what was happening, and it looks bloody weird. That's not how cells divide. And she's like, "Huh, that's weird. That's important for later."
Yes.
But they don't spend the night inside the canteen where they had planned originally to go up onto a watchtower.
That would make sense. That makes sense. I don't know why Ventress goes down into a little ground level hut to read a pamphlet.
Yeah, she should have stayed upstairs. We're bloody safe.
Looks good.
Looks good to me.
Yeah. We do have a conversation here where, it's sort of similar, like expositioning why people do what they do and why they're here. Like some people drink, some people smoke. Some
Well,
people,
she was kind of, Dr. Ventress was kind of hinting. I think Lena asked, "So why did my husband go into the suicide mission?"
true,
And
yes.
and she answers, "You effing know.
Unhappy
Stop asking
marriage.
me that question, buddy. You know the answer. Don't ask me."
Sometimes they don't commit suicide, we self-destruct, is what she says. And then she
Yeah,
lists
yeah,
off unhappy marriage.
yeah. Maybe. Yeah,
Yeah.
cheating hussy.
Yeah. So again,
Yeah.
we alternate between sort of a little bit of dialogue and then action where they hear something and Shepard gets mauled by a bear.
I gotta say, I'm enjoying the action that happens here. It's good. It's a right amount of darkness, but you can see what's happening. You know exactly what's happening. There's no annoyance because it's too dark.
It's not Alien versus Predator Requiem.
No, well, nothing's that bad.
No, that's
So
good.
yeah, Shepard's screwed. She doesn't last long. The lads run after her, and they make a very smart decision by going. They're not going any further. Pitch black. That thing was huge. Let's go to bed.
Yeah. But then the ladies are going, like they're going, well, Dr. Cancer's going, I'm heading on. See you later. I'm going to the lighthouse.
She doesn't give a damn.
She's got cancer.
Yeah, she hasn't got long. She realized she hasn't got long. She says that later on.
Yeah.
And whatever's happening to her is accelerating the cancer at a crazy rate. And we'll find out reasons for that later.
Yeah. But that's I think what's her name?
The paramedic girl.
Yeah. Can't remember. But she's like going, we need to turn. Yeah, we need to go back. We need to turn back.
Yeah, that's a paramedic lady.
But Lena's going, well, listen, go to the shore and,
it's quicker to go forward than to go back to get out. Wait.
Yeah.
And they're like, are you sure? Like, oh, yeah, I've looked at the map and everything. And then cuts to a scene with Wong. You lied!
Good interjection there with the flashback.
It was great. That's only a couple of seconds. Basically, Wong going, you asshole.
Yeah. It's her name's Anya, I believe.
Anya, that's it. Yes.
Yeah. I had to look at my other notes. Yeah, so she's going like, and it's good to remember this because she's the one like really hitting a little stress level point going, let's just go back. But yes, Lena lied. She lied.
Good old Simpsons reference there.
Yeah, good one. Yeah, so yeah, also on the way to this next point of interest, Lena follows. What did they find that they know it's Shepard's?
They find her boot.
Oh, okay. I couldn't see.
It's a clean boot. It's only been worn the night before. So, yeah, they know. But while she's, when they find the boot, Lena says, like, everybody shut up, stop arguing. I'll go bloody look. You all just sit back.
Marine.
Yeah, Marine. So she doesn't want anybody going. Normally, I'd call that a stupid decision. But the rest of them, no training, they're dead weight, they'd slow her down. So she goes off by herself. Makes sense.
Yeah.
There's a nice little scene here where she's, I think it's when she finds Shepard's corpse, neck ripped out. But when she's looking around, she sees 2 deer in the background. Beautiful and freaking disturbing at the same time.
Yeah, just
absolutely
mutated.
Great scene. I love it. One's got flowers growing in its antlers and stuff like that. It's quite, fantasy, but it's also
It's quite a good mutation when you compare it to a bear and a crocodile or an alligator. They're nice mutations.
Especially the bear, as we'll find.
As we'll just find out, yeah. I do also like, the next point of interest is this little village, and I do like the tree people. They're good.
It's
I like
fantastic. Now, the explanation for the tree people is ridiculous, but we can get past that. We don't even have to mention it.
Everything's, what do they call it? Refracted. Everything's
Refracted DNA, not just light. Your DNA is being refracted, and not just in the plants and animals, ladies.
you.
Us too.
Oh,
I would be happy with that.
no, it's yeah. You know, you're screwed.
Yeah, they've all been in there for like a week or something like that. They don't really know.
No.
So,
This is when Lena tests her blood in here, and that's when she realizes, oh, it's in me too. Shit.
Yeah, my cells aren't supposed to shimmer, are they?
Yeah, exactly. She does have a little dream back to talking with Dan, and you think Kane knows about us? Yep.
Oh, he absolutely knows. Get out, Dan. You're not the man.
Yeah. Wakes up to a gun in her face. Anya going nuts.
Here's the locket. Why is that guy from the video in your locket?
Yeah, what?
Fair enough. I'd be annoyed as well. Not this annoyed, but annoyed.
Yeah,
but she's losing her
mind
plot anyway, so I fully get this reaction.
Yeah, because she was looking at her hand earlier, and it's all bubbly and stuff. It's like, okay.
Yeah, that's not great. My fingerprints aren't supposed to be moving. As one of her lines.
Yeah, so she gags and ties the three remaining people to chairs.
Yeah,
I do like the next scene's great.
Where Shepard's voice shouts out, "Help me!" from outside, and she's like, "You bitch! You said she was dead." Runs out with a gun. Couple of bits of screaming, and then they get a visitor, and it's not Anya.
Huge shadow. Four shadows.
Four shadows. It's such a horrific, like the bear's face, it's half melted and it's got jaws up here and it's making Shepard's voice as it screams for help. Oh,
yeah.
That's great. A creepy ass scene. This is a favorite scene in the movie.
Yeah.
By a long way. It's a fantastic bit of cinema. Great bit.
Yeah, I think so.
It comes in, it's looking at them, it knows they're there, it's deciding who it's going to eat first, effectively.
Yeah. It's like Goldilocks and the three tied up people.
It didn't actually manage to finish off Anya just yet, thankfully.
Josie. Oh yeah, Anya, sorry, yeah. Because it's trying to chew Josie's shoulder or something.
Yeah, it's nibbling.
Anya comes back with the gun.
She can't aim for shit. I don't think it would have made any difference to her life because I think she's going to bleed to death in the state she was in. But she shoots bullets everywhere. I'm surprised she didn't hit anybody.
Yeah, true.
She was brutal. But the bear doesn't take kindly to that loud noise. So
no.
Anya gets properly finished off this time. It's grim.
It's brutal.
It's great.
The bear's not eating for food because
Shepard, he's killing for the fun of it.
Yeah, Shepard wasn't eating.
Just a neck.
Yeah. It obviously just likes to capture voices.
Whatever it does in him, it just drags him off and rips the throat out of them.
Yeah.
Don't know what his motivation is.
Yeah, it pops back in and
freaking horrible.
Yeah, it goes for Lena, but then Josie saves the day with the machine gun.
Yeah, she's a headshot right into the brain. Fair play.
Lots of them. Lots of headshots.
Yeah, she empties an entire clip, an M16 clip into it. So this does the job. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I would have expected Lena to be doing something like that. So it's pretty cool.
It's good. It's good. And I think the next morning when the doctor leaves for the lighthouse, and then Josie and her have a conversation. You just see these little things growing out of Josie.
Little leaves.
As the conversation happens.
Groot.
Yeah, I am Groot. And then she just sort of walks around the corner, and as the things get bigger and just...
It's gone.
It's in me.
Lena's just like, right. But she does say, I see you want to fight it. The doc wants to end it. I've got a different plan.
Yes. And that's the thing, though. I think there's this theory that was I can't remember what, I think it must have been on somebody's comment on IMDb. It was like the people who are the aggressors in Area X end up getting killed. The people who aren't the aggressors are sort of wanting to be, like the area wants them in their world. I don't know.
I'm gonna call horseshit in that because the one with the machine gun who was doing most of the killing survives the whole way through. And the guy at the end was Kane, or the start was Kane, and the end. He survived pretty well.
Did he, though?
No, he got to the lighthouse.
There's a theory that when you go into Area X, you get duplicated immediately. You die there at the Shimmer, and then you get duplicated. And
Yeah,
duplicated
I'm
and
not down.
duplicated.
I'm not down with that.
You're not down with that? Nah, neither am I, but it was a theory.
Yeah, I've read a few of them. Some of them more crazy than others.
Yeah.
It's an it is interesting in that respect because it doesn't tell you what happens when you walk in the door. It doesn't tell you what happened in the first 3 to 4 days that they were there either. So it leaves a lot up to your imagination, which I kind of enjoy.
I'm definitely going to read the book and see what's missed out, because a lot of the reviews, bad user reviews on Metacritic, are like, this is shit compared to the book.
That happens a lot with movies, though, once people have read the book and there's a reasonably substantial difference.
And that's Garland's thing going, don't remember the book, I'm just going to get the vibe from it. It's fine.
That was the first 3 or 4 days while I was inside the Shimmer while I was reading it. I have no idea what happened.
No idea. We do get a little... Lena mentions a couple of times, I had to come back. Like, we go back to the present and Benedict's saying, hey, one by one, they're gone except you. Why? I had to come back.
I was the only one that had to come back, yeah.
Yeah,
the rest of them didn't care.
Yeah. So she makes her way to the final POI, and it's the lighthouse. Eye of Saruman in the distance, it looks like, just but in blue.
And all those crystal trees.
Crystal trees, very cool.
Human bones arranged in a very unusual setup. I don't get the significance of it, but it is creepy.
We got another camcorder we have to watch now. And it's interesting.
Kane saying weird crap. There's a burnt out husk of a man against the inner wall of the lighthouse that's facing the camera. Yep. So she presses play on the camera to see what happened. Oh, hello, Mr. Kane. You're sitting where that husk is. This isn't good. He gives a whole spiel going, saying, well, is it you that's me, or me that's you? I'm playing the guy doing the guy.
I'm just a dude playing another dude. Why every movie we can say that?
Because we want to. Yeah. So he picks up a phosphorus grenade and does himself in. He says, I hope you get out. Pop. Burns then.
Yeah, and find Lena or something.
Yeah, I hope you find Lena. I'm sure you're me and I'm not me, okay? Yeah?
And then Kane walks into shot. He's behind the camera. So there's multiple versions of Kane.
Yeah, Lena at this point is like, oh, that's not awesome.
Not awesome at all. She hears Dr. Cancer down a hole, so of course she goes down the hole looking at him.
Freaking hole is freaky.
That is hole. And then the doctor has no eyes, and then she turns around, she has eyes. That's freaky too. It becomes the last bit of the movie.
Bit surreal, bit
surreal, bit overly.
Bit too much interpretive dance.
Jesus Christ.
I get why they do it. The mimic is mimicking her movements. It's a bit too... It is too much dance. It's dance, and I don't think that fits.
Yeah, the doctor explodes into some Annihilation fireworks. I don't know why. And then that turns into sort of jellyfish amalgamation, which then takes a drop of blood from Lena's eye and then creates a duplicate, and then they interpret dance.
Yeah, that bit could have been cut in my head.
Mimicking
the movement, I like. The too fluid movement annoys me. I think maybe a jerkier sort of style of it might be good. It's too smooth.
And then I'm going, okay, it obviously wants to replicate Lena, so why isn't it the vision of Lena? It only becomes Lena when they touch.
Yeah. Here, have a grenade.
Yeah, have some of this. Yoink.
Yoink. I'm just going to go outside for a smoke. See you in a minute.
Smoking a pancake.
Smoking a pancake. So Mimic Lena goes pop, goes on fire, falls around the place. Obviously has some recollection, has some of the memories of Lena stuck in her noggin because she goes over and touches the corpse of Kane.
I thought she was trying to get a mimic of that skeleton because it was just so discombobulated. It was like, oh, can I touch this and leave the burningness behind? No, she just keeps burning. And then she bounces against the wall goes on fire, the lighthouse goes on fire. She goes into her hole. Yes.
back into her own hole and sets fire and everything. And then her hole's on fire.
Her hole's on fire. Burning ring of fire.
That burns.
It
And everything,
definitely burns.
everything burns. Like trees fall down outside, all the crystal trees, and the shimmer de-shimmerifies.
Yeah.
Well, ain't over yet.
Have to go back to the present day where... So it was alien. I don't know. How did it die?
No,
What did it want?
She said, yeah, it was definitely alien. What did it want?
Don't know. She's got... I don't know for everything.
No, she doesn't. It's freaking alien. It's alien to me. I don't know what it wanted. It didn't say anything. Other than
wanted to
weird dance.
It wanted to dance with me. It
What's
wanted to
wrong
dance
with
with
dancing?
somebody. It's like Whitney Houston. Yeah, I thought I don't know, man. I needed a different ending, I think. I think I needed something more than interpretive dance.
Chop out that bit. I'm okay with the ending. I like the ending leads to questions. The question being, are we all fecked? And one of the comments the doctor made just before she burst into flames was, here comes annihilation. Now, is that annihilation of her own body, or is she talking about the human race? It's left open. Don't know.
She also quotes Samuel Beckett for some reason. I read something. Okay. Yeah, something about the seashore or something. I don't know, but it was Samuel Beckett.
He wasn't there.
No.
Okay.
No, but he was a very complicated writer. So everything she was saying was complicated.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, she turns into fireworks and flames and things pop out of her. Like, why is that happening?
There was
because she's cancer and they didn't want. But then those lights turn into.
They kind of divided like cells and flew around the air and then comes into the kaleidoscope thing.
Yeah, like a jellyfish of doom.
Yeah, that was all a bit fluffy. Everything up to that point in this movie was kind of I enjoyed very much. This is a bit too. Yeah. What happens after that scene when the lighthouse scene is gone and it's burnt down, and she meets Kane again, and she says, "What did she say to him? Oh, you aren't Kane, are you?
You aren't Kane."
And he's like, "I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Are you Lena?"
Hug.
Then
he's got a dead stare, and she's got like a little shimmer in her pupils.
No, he's also had a shimmer in his eye as well.
I didn't see the shimmer in his. I saw the shimmer. I was just looking at it as like angry, sort of got like this dead stare.
So I think they're both emotionless duplicates.
Duplicates.
The originals, and now they're loose and annihilation.
It's ambiguous. But I don't think they're fully alien, though. I think they're... Well, he's fully alien.
I think she might be the original, but she's still
affected
not as well.
Yeah, she's
mutated in some fashion.
Yeah, she's not 100% Lena.
Yeah. Freaky.
Well, maybe she won't have an affair now if she's not 100% Lena. Maybe they took the affair capabilities out of her in Area X. So have some of that. Take out all the bad stuff.
Yeah, but I don't think Kane would care anymore anyway. He's like, eh.
Yeah, I'm not Kane, so I don't give a shit that you're with Dan.
Tell you what.
Dan!
Yeah.
It's a weird movie. I like the time went by. It was an hour, an hour 55.
No, there's no dead space in it.
I thought it was
pretty
good.
For a movie that plods along, there's no dead space.
Yeah, I remember you saying it plods along, and near the end it plods for me. Like, it's like, come on, what are we doing here? But yeah,
average. It's reasonable. Parts of it I love. The bear scene, freaking awesome.
Good scene.
Yeah, and then interpretive dance
with a body-suited alien.
Yeah, I don't know. That bit stuffed.
What are you giving plot then?
Plot I like very much. I'm going to give it 3.5. I haven't scored it, so I'm just plucking it out of my ass right now.
Yeah, I'll give it 3. It's I'm knocking it down because I just don't think it's wrapped up that well, and I just need something more about character development as well. I know there is some character development, but it's just not enough for what I want. That's my opinion.
No,
and nobody can change it. Yeah. It's one of those movies where acting really you don't notice it, and it's everybody's fine, everybody's good. Nobody's like going, oh my god, is the tour de force
No,
performance?
well, it's not a movie you would expect that though.
No, but I'll give it 2.75 because it's fine. It's nearly good. It's just it's acting. It's acting without acting.
I'm going to give it 3. I thought the acting was good. It's not going to blow my socks off. Good, but I thought Natalie was good.
Yeah, it's just good.
Oscar doesn't matter.
No,
Needed more Wong, and I thought the Tessa Thompson, the physicist girl, was very good in it as well.
yeah, a lot of characters are very sort of stoic, and yeah, Anya character was good when she went nuts.
When she breaks, yeah. So interesting acting in it, and interesting characters, good actresses as well. So nothing to complain about. Enjoyable.
Yeah, I'll give 3 to the soundtrack. I think it's very Last of Us. I don't know which came first, like the computer game or Annihilation. It must have been the computer game, right?
Would have been the first.
Yeah, because I think they definitely took inspiration from that for sure.
Oh, the fungus everywhere. Yeah, I'll copy you on that one. Sounds good.
When
not gonna blow my socks off again, but
when the mutated jellyfish came out and the noise just went up to fucking 20 at the lower end of my voice.
I'm trying to cut that bit out of the movie in my head.
Yeah, but that's fine. I'll probably give the highest mark to production. I think it was very well done. I think the visuals and everything look good. The bear is amazing. I'll give 3.5 for production.
I will copy you on that as well. Production's great. Not great, but it does what needs to be done, and it does it with style, and does it with a bit of character. It really defines this movie. If you've seen 5 seconds in the movie, you know what you're watching. So that's an interesting thing.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Rex Reed in The Observer gave it 25. Annihilation is a demented science fiction comic book of a movie that makes less sense than a butterfly mating with a buffalo. Jesus Christ.
The fuck?
Idiot. Obviously wants his Pulitzer Prize. Tim Grierson in the Screen Daily said, able to generate dread and awe with equal skill, Annihilation is an absorbing amalgam of genres and influences, all coming together to produce a dazzling creation as vivid as the hybrid life forms our heroes encounter on their perilous journey.
Okay.
There you have it.
Fair enough.
Do you have an analogy to finish this one?
Let's stab this movie in the stomach and tinkle with its
Ivories.
anaconda-like intestines.
Yeah. Let it rot into the swimming pool of life.
There we go.
Which is what we'll do with 15K plus random movie reviews. The name, we will...
It's going to mutate.
It's going to mutate into it was a movie.
That's right. Dumped it into the Shimmer for 2 weeks. We're going to drag it back out on a rope to see what it turns into.
It was a movie podcast coming your way first week in August. You know what movie we're going to do that I randomly selected for this, and it's quite apt. And this movie was randomly selected probably 2 months ago before I even thought about changing our title and stuff. But the movie that I picked was a random movie 3,521 and was Inception.
Get away.
So we're coming back with a good one in August, which is Inception, which is quite meta because we will be incepting ourselves to be a different version of ourselves.
Plant ourselves in our own dreams to figure out what we want to call the podcast by being inside the podcast, but also being inside that podcast.
And we've no totems to...
Oh, crap. You need to be spinny jobby.
Yeah. Our headphones are the totems. So... Nice. We're taking July off, so if you actually live to hear us every week, then I hope you don't
stay out of the Shimmer.
Yeah, I hope you don't lose your mind and do stuff without us for a month. But it's weird. We haven't taken a break. We've hit a week per week for 2 years and a bit now, which is crazy. And or is it coming on 3 years? I can't even remember now. It must be 2 years. It's 118. there's how many 52 weeks in
2
a
years
year?
and a bit.
Yeah, 2 years and a bit. I think it was April 2023 that we
Sweet
started.
Jeebus.
Yeah, crazy. But we're going to see what the sort of tooling of our vision looks like. Maybe even
We're going to
change.
not show our faces on YouTube anymore, but instead we'll have sock puppets. That's what I'm thinking.
You know, they have that option now in Riverside. If we want to take clips of us, they will
Turn us into sock puppets?
comicify us. Yeah.
Oh, not sock puppets, though.
No.
Damn it.
We could do that for one entire thing. Just hold up. Yes. Fun times.
That'd be awesome.
Okay. We are going to see you in episode 118 of It Was a Movie podcast in the first week of August. We'll be the same. The logo won't be, the name won't be, but we'll be doing the same thing as we always do. Randomly reviewing movies and talking about it until we go insane.
Same shizzle, different nizzle.
Correct. Goodbye, everybody.